Good afternoon, everyone. I think we'll call this meeting to order because we're all under time pressure and moving from one event to the next. So, look, we really appreciate you being here, and we want to welcome you to the side event on advancing evidence-based solutions for drowning prevention in fisheries and the blue economy.
Now, let me welcome Dr. Julie Sorensen, Director of the Northeast Center of the Occupational Health Safety. She will share examples of initiatives in North America that reduce drowning risks and highlight the importance of bridging safety and sustainability.
All right. Well, thank you. It's wonderful to be here with colleagues who are as passionate about the issue of drowning prevention as we are. I'll be talking a little bit today about our work at the Northeast Center for Occupational Health and Safety. We work with farmers, fishermen, and loggers in addressing risks to health and safety in these sectors, and we cover the Northeast. And so through that, we have been focused on how we might reduce drownings in the commercial fishing industry. So I'll talk a little bit specifically about lobstermen. So the issues of falls overboard and drownings have been a key focus of our work in fisheries communities and the Northeast coastal communities. And when we first started working on this topic, falls overboard and drownings were the most frequent cause of death in commercial fisheries in our region. And data from the Centers for Disease Control indicates that between 2000 and 2016, 204 of our fishermen died at sea from falls overboard. Few of these were witnessed, and none of them were wearing life jackets. Roughly half were never found. A significant percent of the fishermen affected by these events were lobster fishermen, so also an issue in high-income countries. In 2017, we began working with fishing communities in Maine and Massachusetts to solve this problem. At the time we started this program, it was relatively unheard of for a fisherman to be wearing a life jacket while fishing. So we talked to them. The issues that they discussed included concerns about life jackets getting in the way while they were working, the cost of life jackets, and the social stigma because nobody was wearing them. We addressed these barriers by asking fishermen to test selected life jackets. These jackets were selected by fishermen, and we asked them to trial them and to rate them and to suggest improvements. Information was used to launch a project that brought 10 to 12 models of fishermen-approved life jackets portside. It allowed them to try before the buy and then offered them at 50% of the cost. And the program was heavily promoted in coastal communities, in fisheries communications, and in the press and among community members. In less than a year, we visited 61 ports, traveled 10,000 miles, spent 157 days dockside, and distributed almost 1,100 life jackets. Fishermen highly rated the project, and it has now expanded to the West Coast and to the South. U.S. Coast Guard now report a 25 to 50% that 25 to 50% of fishermen are wearing PFDs on fishing boats compared to almost never wearing them before. And the program is now being run by a local fisheries program that provides safety at sea and drill conductor training. So I think we were able to make quite a bit of progress. The one thing I wanted to point out as well on the topic of drowning prevention has been the International Fishing Industry Safety and Health Conference is a group. It's a conference that's held every few years, and drowning prevention has been a primary topic of that conference. In 2018, iFish planners organized a panel on PFDs and drowning prevention at the iFish 5 conference in Newfoundland. At the iFish 6 conference, which was actually held at FAO headquarters in Rome, we had 2 presentation panels focusing on drowning prevention and use of PFDs. And since then, the iFish Planning Committee holds quarterly international calls to discuss new life jacket models, drowning prevention strategies, as well as reboarding and training programs. So I would like to encourage anyone here who is interested in this topic to join us for these quarterly calls. You can learn more by just connecting with the link here. And I think that's it for my comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Julie. And it's just great to connect the experiences from northeast United States to Tanzania and all across the world. These are global challenges. I think that's really, really important. So great work being done there.